Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Happy Boyama, Mrs. B, the admitted attorney of the High Court of South Africa. Thank you so much for watching my videos, for sharing, for commenting, and literally just for being loyal. I really appreciate it. We're now at 1,000 and something subscribers. That is such a big thing. Today I won't even take long. I will just get straight to the video. Today's video won't be long as well. I just want to talk about the things that I wish I knew before doing my LLB and becoming the attorney of the High Court. So I won't even waste time. I'll just get straight to the video. So the first thing that I wish I knew before I did my LLB and also embarking on the journey of becoming an attorney, an admitted attorney of the High Court of South Africa, is that LLB does not make one a lawyer, or what we know to be a lawyer does not make one an attorney. So when you have an LLB, that's just the beginning of the career of becoming an attorney of the High Court. So it's just, a degree, and literally that's just that. And of course, with an LLB, a person can do other things. After you've graduated, you can do other jobs that are law related, but you are not an admitted attorney of the High Court. So that is the first thing that I wish I knew before I actually did LLB. I mean, when I did my LLB, I didn't have much information. If you know or remember from my previous videos, I actually did LLB simply because I thought after LLB, I'm a lawyer, and that I actually loved the black and white and everything. But I didn't know that LLB is literally just the starting point if you want to become an attorney of the High Court. So that is the first thing that I wish I knew. Second thing is that when you do your LLB, you need to love reading. There is no magic about it. If you don't like reading, you won't make it, because you need to make sure that you are reading the case law, you're reading the legislation and interpreting it. And it's just a lot. Even the textbooks themselves, just so that you understand what's going on, you just need to love reading. And also, even if you are not preparing for exams, you just need to always read. And yeah, that was just another thing that I really wish I knew about. Of course, we all know, we've always known that if you want to be a lawyer, you need to love reading, but I just didn't understand the extent in which the love for reading goes to. So the second thing I really wish I knew was that you, as a person, and if you want to do LLB and or become an admitted attorney of the High Court, is reading. Like literally every day you just must be reading something. So yeah. And the third thing that I wish I knew before I started my LLB and or the journey of becoming an attorney is that you need to stay informed. If you want to be a great lawyer, you want to be a great attorney, or you just want to be a great law student, you literally need to keep up with current affairs. You need to know, because legislations get amended, there are new judgments that will change something. You just need to be informed. You need to always follow the news. Of course, if you don't follow the news and you maybe don't watch what's going on or read whatever that's going on, you might hear from other people what's going on, but it's always advisable and important that you literally keep up with what's currently happening in the country, and of course internationally as well, because some law modules are international law modules, and if you really want to make it, you just need to keep up with the current affairs. The fourth thing that I want to mention, or the fourth thing that I wish I knew before becoming an attorney, and yeah, these things that I'm mentioning here is just the few that I think are very important. There are also other important things that I did not mention here, because I also just don't want this video to be the longest video ever. But the fourth thing that I want to mention that I wish I knew before doing this whole thing is that there are articles. I didn't know. I had no idea that after LLB you must do your articles, 2 years of articles. And of course, if you do law school, you do 1 year of articles. Depending on your contract, you can also do 1 year, 6 months. You can even do 2 years of your articles even after having done law school. But bottom line is that there is 2 years of articles. So articles is where it's like you do your internship, where you now apply what you've learned in class and or during your LLB time. Now you apply it to real clients, like real people, and you actually apply, you know, the real principles of law. Yeah, you are now dealing with real cases, real people. And yeah, that is another part that I didn't know about, that as soon as you finish your LLB, of course, depending on the career path that you want to follow as a human being, but if you want to follow the route of wanting to become an attorney of the High Court, you literally need to do articles. And there's that part where now, you know, from class to dealing with real, you know, issues, real people, it's like, whoa, I actually was not ready for this. But of course, you become accustomed to what you are doing, and you now have learned, and you become comfortable, and you become confident. But that's another thing I wish I knew before I started this whole journey. Okay, point number 5 that I want to mention is that there are board exams. There are board exams. It's 4 papers: paper 1, paper 2, 3, and 4. I didn't know, because another thing is that I did law school, and when I did law school, there were exams for law school. So, you know, technically a person would think after these exams, I'm actually fine. Little did I know that I still need to do the 4 board exams. But of course, when I was now doing law school, I was a bit grown. I kind of understood the procedure and how it works. And even after having done the law school exams, there are still board exams for admission. But while I was doing the LLB, you know, first year, second year, I didn't know that there are board exams, you know, after articles. And that was just a whole thing that I did not know, and I wish I knew before. Because I mean, if you know about those things, you are therefore in a better position to kind of make a decision whether you want to embark on this journey or not. But if you have no clue of what's going on, you literally just get there blind. And you know, I was shocked every time I find out new things. So yeah, that is another thing that I actually didn't know, that I wish I knew before I actually did this, you know, law thing and becoming an attorney of the High Court of South Africa. The second last point that I want to mention is that networking is very important. If you want to make it, you know, of course you can make it without networking, but it is important to network in our field. And you know, a person might ask, but how do I network? Networking is very important in the sense that you actually get to meet people. Some of them are literally just destiny helpers, you know, and it's just, yeah, it's just important. Networking is very important when you go to these events, you know, depending on what kind of events such as conferences, when you attend webinars, when you attend these online sessions where it's like, you know, law related matters and all of that. It is always important to network, because those people that you network with, some of them are directors, some are working for the government, some are, you know, it's just a whole thing. So networking is very, very important. And I feel like networking shouldn't even start after one has done their LLB and they're finished, but it should start even when you do your first year. Go to court and, you know, just sit there, try talk to, of course the court officials are busy, sometimes they might not have time to talk to you and give you information and all of those things, but you can even meet other people that are already practicing in court. You can just, you know, greet them and try understand also what are you doing here, and things like that. Networking is very important. I literally emphasize on this because you know what, it actually can open a lot of doors for a person, especially in this field of. And lastly, I just want to say that becoming an attorney of the High Court, and or just the LLB journey to becoming, you know, an attorney and or an advocate is a long journey. It needs patience. It's long, and it can be very difficult. It can be very challenging, and if you don't have the heart for it, chances are you will know, you just drop out, you will just leave this whole thing and all of that. But believe you me, it's worth it in the end. It's beautiful. You look back, or I look back and say, listen, if I gave up on this, I don't know what I would be doing now and be saying now. And I also am a big believer in having it in the bag, whether you want to use it at the end or not. Just have it in the bag, because sometimes it's so challenging and so long that you feel, is it really worth it? Take it from me, it is worth it. It opens a lot of doors. you literally, yeah, I will do another video on what you can do when you are an admitted attorney of the High Court. But I just want to say the journey is long, it needs patience, and it's worth it. Please don't give up. Keep it going, keep it moving. Do not give up. Even if you fail the exams, rewrite them. Make sure that you do not give up on this. Have it in the bag. Even if you feel like, I don't want to be an attorney anymore, but if you've already started in the journey or on the journey, literally just finish it off and just have it in the bag, and it definitely will work out for you in the end. Okay, thank you very much. This is what I actually wanted to say today, and thank you so much once more for the support that you are showing this channel. I really appreciate it, and stay tuned for another video. Thanks. Bye bye.